Okay, what has been the strangest fan encounter you have experienced? That's a tough one. Um, one incident when we were first doing the show, I was mom bear. I was mom bear galore. It might have been our second season. I don't know if it was our first. I don't know what it was, but we went to Knott's Berry Farm. The film crew was with us. We went to Knott's Berry Farm and did a thing there, and they were filming us. And, we were all like kind of spread out. The family was a little bit. We were waiting for them to set up for something like that. Well, then you got all these fans came and everything. And, they were in my boy's face, and suddenly I look up and I'm like, excuse my French, but I'm like, what the hell is happening here? And so I raced over there, and then there was a commotion because this petite little producer thing person was trying to say, hey, we're filming, they can't do that right now or something like that. Well, the fans got all, up in their face. And I don't know if one of them just slightly pushed Jeremy. And Zachary were probably about 14, maybe 15 years old. Well, they didn't know what to do. It's like, wait a minute, what? Oh, I went ballistic. I shut everything down. I said, if you guys should have been prepared for this. We're out in public, and where are all you people?
Yeah.
And it was the first time that I realized this was a next level of being on TV besides not being on TV. I've had incidences before being on television, being different, being a little person, and all that stuff. It's like, okay, life happens. But being on TV, it was like on steroids. It's like suddenly we're like the greatest thing on the planet. But in my mind, I'm like, I don't feel any different. I'm like, maybe exaggerated a little bit, but just me. So that was the fan encounter that opened up my eyes a lot, that I really had to prepare my kids. Another incident, I've told people this before, another incident was when Molly and I went shopping, and at a local store around here, and school shopping. I don't know what it was, but she was shopping in her section. And I said, hey, would you mind if I went over here? I think I went over at the time, I could wear petites better than I do now, but I went over to the petite section. And for some reason, I was just propelled to look at her just from a distance. She was all the way over here. I was here. I mean, my eyes could barely look over the clothes rack, but I was just looking. I tell you, if a woman did not beeline right to Molly, and it's almost like she sensed it too, because she looked up, just turned her head, and I'm like, I told you, because I told her, don't be surprised when I leave, people will come up. She looked up, she's like, how on earth did you know? And it's like you just do. And so I don't tell my kids what to do, but I try and prepare them. I said, you react how you think you want to react. Walk away or something. Because most of the time, the fans are very nice. They're very generous. They're very kind. The only time that makes me upset a little bit would be like, Lisa has known this. Like if I'm sitting around a table with friends and we're just chit. In fact, the other day, we were at a restaurant, and I haven't seen my friends in a while. We were just chit chatting, blah blah blah. Suddenly, this woman comes up. She goes, and she looks only at me, not the other people at the table, just at me. And she goes, "Are you the one that took the picture with one of her other friends out there?" And I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's a long way from the restaurant and the mall. Like, yeah. And she goes, well, would you mind taking a picture with my friend? Oh, I wanted to say no. It's like, excuse me, but I'm like in the middle of like what I'm doing here. And I said, well, are you guys here? Like, are you like here? Like, are you guys sitting down?
Mhm.
I thought she said yes. And so I said, well, I'll go see you. And so she went and got her friend and brought her back to the table. I
Oh
said,
my
well,
gosh.
I'll take a picture with you after, I'm done. No, they weren't at the restaurant. They chased me down. I just looked at it, I said, I'm because a friend of mine was sitting here. Usually I sit on the aisle. Lisa, first time I don't sit on an aisle at the table.
Oh, no.
So, uh,
Exit.
and I was like, no, I'm not going to ask her to move and interrupt because not everyone likes that. And I'm so self-conscious of it that it's like, no. So I said, I'm sorry. I'll do it after I'm done here or whatever. And, they're shocked and everything, but it's like, think about it, people. I'm here with my friends and everything. You're not even eating here. I take pictures. I mean, Lisa knows I take pictures with everybody.
Yeah.
But there are certain times where it's like, I can't get up and do that for everyone in every situation.
Right.
But there are, I mean, there's a lot of times in the mall, like people will call my name, and I'm assuming it's someone I know.
Yeah.
That it's from the show.